I was asked to bide on at the place that I was feet when the young man took over from the all-man deed. I was never sair worked, I had plenty time to use, for all I had to sort was 20 blue grey coos. My blue grey coos, my blue grey coos. I'm awfu' fond of my bonny blues. You can huddle all your smelly pigs and cock-a-doodle-doos, for I've got a smashing herd of blue grey coos. A day he said, "Man Jimmy, I'm sad to say, your bonny little blue coos just dinna pay." And Fitty did next nearly got me greet, for he sent my bonny blue coos down to Buchan meet. My blue grey coos, my blue grey coos. I'm awfu' fond of my bonny blues. You can huddle all your smelly pigs and cock-a-doodle-doos, for I've got a smashing herd of blue grey coos. He got Heinawa to Italy and Germany and France, and the note that he sent him fairly led me a dance. They had high tails and humpy backs, the like you'll never see, just like a pack of greyhounds the size of Benahine, like my blue grey coos, my blue grey coos. I'm awfu' fond of my bonny blues. You can huddle all your smelly pigs and cock-a-doodle-doos, for I've got a smashing herd of blue grey coos. The Charolais were first hame and they were great big nout. If only you could get a coo to shove the crosses out. The Cianina had long legs, it ran very fast. At first he made a quick bound, but it fairly didna last. My blue grey coos, my blue grey coos. I'm awfu' fond of my bonny blues. You can huddle all your smelly pigs and cock-a-doodle-doos, for I've got a smashing herd of blue grey coos. Fae Germany and Switzerland he got some cement tiles, and when my neighbours saw them they didna hide their smiles. There was light ones and white ones, and some were awfu' dark. The trouble wi' the breed was the widna colour bark. They like my blue grey coos, my blue grey coos. I'm awfu' fond of my bonny blues. You can huddle all your smelly pigs and cock-a-doodle-doos, for I've got a smashing herd of blue grey coos. Then came Gelbvies and limousines and blondie Aquitaines, Norman Days and Murray Greys and Anjou Mains. There was MRIs and WRIs and Marquis Power, Roman in the gloam and Rod Guts and Pinsgower. My blue grey coos, my blue grey coos. I'm awfu' fond of my bonny blues. You can huddle all your smelly pigs and cock-a-doodle-doos, for I've got a smashing herd of blue grey coos. He's made sae muckle siller fae exploiting me, that the local Tory parties made him oor MP. He's Iowa in London, I just sees him on the news, so I've sneaked him another herd of blue grey coos. My blue grey coos, my blue grey coos. I'm awfu' fond of my bonny blues. You can huddle all your smelly pigs and cock-a-doodle-doos, but I've got a smashing herd of blue grey coos. When I was only 10-year-old, I left the parish school. My father feed me till the mains to chaw his milk and meal. I first put on my narrow breeks to hop my spinel trams, sign buckled round my knapping knees a pair of Nicky Tams. It's first I get on for Bailey's loon, and sign I get on for third, and sign of course I had to get the horseman's gripping word. A loaf of bread to be my piece, a bottle for drinking drams, but you canna go through the caffee's door without your Nicky Tams. The farmer I am wi', I do, he's wealthy but he's mean. His corn is cheap, his horse is thin, his harness fairly dean. He gars his load or carts are through, his conscience has nae qualms, but when brief straps brack, there's nothing like a pair of Nicky Tams. I'm courting bonny Annie new, she's Massey's kitschy deem. Oh, she is 45 and I'm but 17. She clerks a muckle piece to me with different kinds of jams, and tells me elke nacht that she admires my Nicky Tams. I started to this Sunday the kerkie for to gang. My collar it was ongetecht, my bricks were 9 hour long. I had my Bible in my pooch, likewise my book of Psalms. Van Annie roared, you muckle gape, take off your Nicky Tams. Though unca swear I took them off the lassie for to please, but I my bricks were lurking up around about my knees. A wasp get crawling up my leg in the middle of the Psalm, so never again will I go to the kirk without my Nicky Tams. I've often thought I'd like to be a bobby on the force, or maybe I'll go on the cars to drive a pair of horse. But whatever it's my lot to be, the bobbies or the trams, I'll never forget the happy days I wore my Nicky Tams. I'll never forget the happy days I wore my Nicky Tams. There come a troop o' Irish dragoons, and they were quartered in Fyvie, oh. Their captain's fallen in love with a very pretty maid, and she goes by the name of Pretty Peggy, oh. There's money's the bonny lass in the howacht or less. There's money's the bonny lass in the Geordie, oh. There's money's the bonny Jean in the Doon o' Aberdeen, but the floor o' them all lies in Fyvie, oh. The colonel shouted, "Mount, boys, mount." The captain, he said, "Tarry, oh." Oh, then I ging a war for another day or twa. I see if the bonny lass'll marry, oh. Oh, come down the stair, Pretty Peggy, my dear. Come down the stair, Pretty Peggy, oh. Come down the stair and come out your yellow hair. Take a last farewell o' your mammy, oh. It's braw, a captain's wife to be. It's braw to be a captain's lady, oh. It's braw to rant and rove and to follow at his word, and to march when your captain is ready, oh. What would your mammy think if she heard the guineas clink and saw the hot boys playing before ye, oh? Little would my mammy think if she heard the guineas clink, if she thought I had married a soldier, oh. It was early in the morning that we marched a war, and oh, but the captain was sorry, oh. And the drums they did beat, oh, the bonny braes a gecht, and the band played the bonny loos of Fyvie, oh. Now long ere they won to old Meldrum tune, they had their captain to carry, oh. And long ere they got to bonny Aberdeen, they had their captain to bury, oh. Oh, green grow the birks on bonny Eithan side, and low lie the bonny loos of Fyvie, oh. The captain's name was Ned, and he died for a maid, and he died for the bonny lass of Fyvie. This is a traditional ballad which used to be my party piece as a child, and in fact 30 years ago I sang it on Children's Hour on the radio. Mormond Braes. As I get down, bestrichen down, I heard a fair maid mourning, and she was making sair complaint for a true love nae returning. It's Mormond Braes where heather grows, where oft times I've been cheery. Mormond Braes where heather grows, it was there that I lost my dearie. Say fairy wheel, ye Mormond Braes, where oft times I've been cheery. Fare ye wheel, ye Mormond Mormond Braes, it was there that I lost my dearie. Oh, I'll put on my Kuno green, it's a forsaken token, and that will let the young men know that the bands o' love are broken. There's one is the horse has snapped and fan, and risen taking for early. There's one is the lass has lost her lad, and gotten another recht early. Say fairy wheel, ye Mormond Braes, what oft times I've been cheery. Fare ye wheel, ye Mormond Braes, it was there that I lost my dearie. There's as good fish until the sea as ever yet was taken. I'll cast my line and I'll try again, I'm only it's forsaken. Say I'll ging doon to Strichen-toon, where I was bred and born, and there I'll get me another sweetheart that'll marry me the morn. Say fairy wheel, ye Mormond Braes, what oft times I've been cheery. Fare ye wheel, ye Mormond Braes, it was there I lost my dearie. And when I see my lad again, my heed I'll toss fuerly, and maybe he'll see his mistake, and then he'll win her sairly. But I will never look at him, na I'll be recht cheery, for I ging doon to Strichen-toon to get another dearie. Say fairy wheel, ye Mormond Braes, what oft times I've been cheery. Fairy wheel, ye Mormond Braes, it was there that I lost my dearie. This is nae a song of love, nor nae a song of money, faith it's nothing very pitiful and nothing very funny. But there's Highland Scotch and Lowland Scotch and butterscotch and honey, if there's none of them vara, there's a mixture o' the three. And there's nae word of beef, brose, sow and satty bannocks, none are pancakes nor pays meal for them with dainty stomachs. But it's aboot a meal and ale that happened at Kilmarnock's at McGinty's meal and ale for the pig on the spree. They were howling in the kitchen like a caravan of tinkies, aye, and some were playing ping-pong and tiddly-widdly-winkies. For up the how and down the how ye never saw sic jinkies as McGinty's meal and ale for the pig on the spree. Now McGinty's pig had broken loose and won out to the lobby, where he opened shoved the pantry door and come upon the toddy. And he took kindly tell the stuff like on a human body at McGinty's meal and ale for the pig on the spree. Miss McGinty she ran bought the hoose, the way was dark and crooked, she fell hearst her gowdy ower a pig for it she never looked. And she let out a skirl with a paralysed a tuchet at McGinty's meal and ale for the pig on the spree. They were howling in the kitchen like a caravan of tinkies, aye, and some were playing ping-pong and tiddly-widdly-winkies. For up the how and down the how ye never saw sic jinkies as McGinty's meal and ale for the pig on the spree. Johnny Murphy here, and after her an hour the pig was leaping when he trumpet on an ashet that was sitting fu a dreeping. And he fell down and peeled his croon and couldna hide for greeting at McGinty's meal and ale for the pig on the spree. And the pantry shelf come rackling down and he was lying kerning 'em and soft soap, peas, meal, corn, flour and yernin, like a gollachum and treacle, but McGinty's wife was gernin at the soter on her pantry fleer and wouldna let him be. They were howling in the kitchen like a caravan of tinkies, aye, and some were playing ping-pong and tiddly-widdly-winkies. For up the how and down the how ye never saw sic jinkies as McGinty's meal and ale for the pig on the spree. Sign they are and skirling to the door, but found that it was tugged, for aye it held the fester, aye the mair the rugged. Till McGinty roared to bring an axe, he wouldna be humbugged, none or locket in his ain hoose, and that he'd let them see. Say the wife come trailing wi' an axe, and through the bar was hacket, and open flew the door at een so ticht as they were packet. And the crew come rumbling out like tatties fae a bucket at McGinty's meal and ale for the pig on the spree. They were howling in the kitchen like a caravan of tinkies, aye, and some were playing ping-pong and tiddly-widdly-winkies. For up the how and down the how ye never saw sic jinkies as McGinty's meal and ale for the pig on the spree. They had sportles, they had tatty chappers, faith they were not joking, and they swore they'd gar the big claw where he was never yoking. But by this time the lad was fou and didna care a talking at McGinty's meal and ale for the pig get on the spree. Oh, there's eely pigs and geely pigs and pigs for hud and butter, aye, but this pig was great and fou and rowing in the gutter. Till McGinty and his foreman trailed him out upon a shutter fae McGinty's mill and ale for the pig get on the spree. They were howling in the kitchen like a caravan of tinkies, aye, and some were playing ping-pong and tiddly-widdly winkies. For up the how and down the how you never saw sic jinkies as McGinty's mill and ale for the pig get on the spree. Miss McGinty took the thing to heart and hide it in a closet, and the rubbit Johnny Murphy's he'd with turpentine and rosette. Syne they harled him wi' meal and ale, you really would suppose it that he'd sleep it in a mason's trough and risen to the spree. Oh, weary on the barley bree and weary for the weather, for it's cacher and 'em and dubs and drink the gang na wheel together. But there's little doubt McGinty's pig is wishing for another, oh, McGinty's meal and ale for the pig get on the spree. They were howling in the kitchen like a caravan of tinkies, aye, and some were playing ping-pong and tiddly-widdly winkies. For up the how and down the how you never saw sic jinkies as McGinty's meal and ale for the pig get on the spree.
MacFarlane of the Sprots of Burnieboozie, a song of blighted love.
For that I'd be terrorised as I this while hae been, I'd rather run for here to burst wi' bays and baith machine. I'd rather die for winter breath than pine for winter love, and it's all because MacFarlane married Susie. Now Susie's conquered feather, we mine could never gree, and I for I'd gang o'er that gate, he'd hang his dog at me. So I sent my friend MacFarlane down to see if he could do. MacFarlane, oh, the Sprots of Burnieboozie. I dinna like MacFarlane, I'm safe in Yucht estate. His lug would cast a shadow or a sack's fat gate. He's soft as ony goblin, as glittery as a skate. MacFarlane, oh, the Sprots of Burnieboozie. MacFarlane spak nae word for me, but plenty for himself. He raised the lassies, barley scones, her kebbuck and her kale, till her father cried, "What sprotty man, fin I try your hand yourself?" To MacFarlane, oh, the Sprots of Burnieboozie. Though MacFarlane is the grimmest chiel for 20 mile around, though they buy his photograph to scare the rottens fae a town, he kiddled up his spunketness and spearkin she ging down to be mistress o' the Sprots of Burnieboozie. I dinna like MacFarlane, I tell ye it's a fact. He's a nose for splitting hailstones and a humpy back. His legs like gutter perka, ilka step his knees gang knack. MacFarlane, oh, the Sprots of Burnieboozie. He said he was both able to play at Cope the Ladle, wi' a leather or a treacle cask and ca the can for by. Another o' his winners was that saddest mixed wi' shunners, was a spice for mate and hens at Burnieboozie. An educated ostrich fae the wilds o' Timbuktu, he had for scratting up his nape, so he hadna them to poo. Well, I never heard the like o' that come out o' any moo. But MacFarlane's o' the Sprots o' Burnieboozie. I dinna like MacFarlane, it's off a bit, it's true. A pewter spoon was tint in Jock MacFarlane's moo. He couldna wheel be grimmer, sups his porridge wi' a skimmer. MacFarlane, oh, the Sprots o' Burnieboozie. Oh, a diddle o' the teeth stay particularly sweet, but love's the only pain on earth that ever got me great. It's just like Kittley chilblains round their heart and steady your feet. They were aggravated by the sight o' Susie. News friends and kind philosophers, you've heard what me befell. Never lip until the middleman, but do your work yourself. Or I'll bet my him a circuit, you're a day in the market. As was I for a St. McFarlane round to Susie. I dinna like McFarlane, I'm fairly off a joke. I dinna like McFarlane nor McFarlane's folk. Miss Susie been a turtle, but bring the chance or sparkle. Do not the heed o' choco Burnieboozie. There's a fair and tune in Kearney was kent both far and wide to be the hash of Drumdelgie on Body Devon side. It's 5 o'clock that we get up and hurry down the stair to get our horses corned and fed, likewise to strach their hair. Half an hour at the stable, each to the kitchen goes to get started to our breakfast, which generally is brose. We've scarcely got our brose, we'll sup and gain our pints at high. When the grieve he says, "Hello, my lads, you'll be nae longer nigh." At 6 o'clock the malls put on to gie us a stracht work, and 'twall us has to work at her till ye could bring your sark. At 8 o'clock the malls did off and we hurried down the stair to get some quarter through the fan till daylight disappear. The clouds begin to gently lift, the sky begins to clear, and the grief he says, "Hello, my lads, you'll be nae longer here." It's sacks o' yelking to the plough and sacks to corn and neeps, and the owls and they'll be after ye with straight broom their queets. In petting on the harness and drawing out the yoke, the drifting on so very thick that we was like to choke. The drifting on so very thick for the plough she would go, and 'twas then the curtain did commence among the frost and straw. Drumdelgie keeps a Sunday school, he thinks it is but right to teach the young and innocent the wife for to direct. Say fare ye weel, Drumdelgie, I bid ye all adieu, and I'll leave ye as I found ye, a best uncivil crew. A day as I lost me the blue, says I to Farmer Brown. The siller that I hae worked for, will you kindly lay it down? For I this day intend to be in Glasgow Town by 3:30, nae mair to be a clicky in the country. With my big Kilmarnock bonnet on, I ran to catch the train. I'll never forget the trick it was played on me by Sandy Lang. Said he, man Jock, when you get to the town, spare ye for Katie Ben Malone. She bides in number 80 Street in Glasgow. When I got into Glasgow Town, the first young man I met, I asked of him quite civilly, can he show me 80 Street? He gave me a muckle clout in the lug, said, do you take me for a mug? Young man, you'll find you'll meet your match in Glasgow. With my big Kilmarnock bonnet on, I ran to catch the train. I'll never forget the trick it was played on me by Sandy Lang. Said he, man Chuck, when you get to the town, spare ye for Katie Ben Malone. She bides in number 80 Street in Glasgow. I then met in wi' a bonny wee lass wi' a wee bit slimmit frock. She looked at me and she winked at me and she said, hello there, Jock. Your big Kilmarnock's off the plum, come on and dance a doodle-a-rum. Long to be intend to be in Glasgow. With my big Kilmarnock bonnet on, I ran to catch the train. I'll never forget the trick it was played on me by Sandy Lang. And Jock, when you get to the town, spare ye for Katie Ben Malone. She bides in number 80 Street in Glasgow. I then speared at the laskin Katie Ben, she'd let me see. Och, aye, for bonny Katie Ben's a neighbour unto me. The twa of us will show you the sights, they far outshine the northern lights. Big and round the muckle streets of Glasgow. With my big Kilmarnock bonnet on, as I ran to catch the train. I'll never forget the trick it was played on me by Sandy Lang. Said he, man Jock, when you get to the town, spare ye for Katie Ben Malone. She bides in number 80 Street in Glasgow. The bonny wee lass with a stripped frock and her neighbour Katie Ben. As long as I live, I never hope to see their face again. It was dramming here and dramming there until my butches they were bare. They left me wi' my sark and drawers in Glasgow. With my big Kilmarnock bonnet on, I ran to catch the train. I'll never forget the trick it was played on me by Sandy Lang. Said he, man Jock, when you get to the town, spare ye for Katie Ben Malone. She bides in number 80 Street in Glasgow. Now that's nae all my troubles yet, I've others yet beside. The necht being dark and me being fou, I fell until the Clyde. A muckle Bobby ran me in, for he swore he saw me jumping in, and I got another 60 days in Glasgow. With my big Kilmarnock bonnet on, I ran to catch the train. I'll never forget the trick it was played on me by Sandy Lang. Said he, man Jock, when you get to the town, spare ye for Katie Ben Malone. She bides in number 80 Street in Glasgow.
And now what I think is the most beautiful of our traditional ballads, Bogie's Bonnie Belle.
A Whitsunday at Huntly Toon, 'twas then I did agree. We Bogie side a Huntly, a 6 months for te fee. Te drive his twa best horses, likewise to kirt and plew, and to do a thing about the place that recht well I can do. Now Boggie had a dochter, her name was Isabel. The flower o' her nation, there's none could her excel. She had rosy cheeks and ruby lips, her hair a darkish hue. She was neat, complete and handsome, and comely for to view. One day she went a-walking, and asked me for her guide. To take a pleasant walk wi' her down by the Kearney side. I slipped my arm about her waist, and tae the ground did slide. And 'twas then I had my first branecht with a Belle o' Boggie's side. The blackbird sang sae sweetly, the mavis sang sae shrill, and the chorus o' their sang was There lies Boggie's Belle. Among the woods o' Kearney, down by the grassy green, then the twa o' us rose up again, in case we might be seen. 20 weeks had passed and gone, that lassie lost her bloom. Her rosy cheeks grew pale and wan, and she began to swoon. 40 weeks had passed and gone, that lass brought forth a son, and I was quickly sent for to see what I had done. When Boggie heard the news, he cried, Oh no, I am undone. Since ye've beguiled my dochter, my troubles have begun. I said, Oh man, you're fairly recht, and I held my head in shame. I will marry Belle the morn, and I'll gie her bairn my name. Although I said I'd wad the lass, none o' that wouldna dee. You're nae a match for Boggie's Belle, and she's nae match for ye. And he sent me packing down the road with a penny o' my fee. Say ye lads o' Huntly Town, a lang farewell to ye. They married Belle to a tinkler lad, his name is Suitor John. He hawks his pans and ladles about the foggy lawn. She may hae gotten a better man, the truth ye cannae tell, but it's me what in the maidenhead o' Boggie's bonny Belle. As I get down by the overgate, I met a bonny wee lass. She winked at me with a tail o' worry as I get walking past. Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-dicky-doo-dumm-dee. She had washing upon her feet, they really were a pair, for one was made in Germany and the other one God knows where. Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-dicky-doo-dumm-dee. I asked her what her name was. She said Jemima Ross, and she bided in a lodging house at the bottom of the beef can close. Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-dicky-doo-dumm-dee. I asked her was she bided wi', she said Mrs. Belle, and of course I got invited up to meet her for mysel. Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-dicky-doo-dumm-dee. As I get up the beef can close, though I was off at dark, I took my cellar fae, my pooch, and tied it to the tail of my sark. Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-dicky-doo-dumm-dee. She gave me wine and porter, and she gave me pints of beer. I ate and drank as muckle as keep an elephant for 2 year. Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-dicky-doo-dumm-dee. As we sat there a crackin' till the wee sma' hours of the morning, a rat-tat-tat come at the door without a bit of warning. Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-dicky-doo-dumm-dee. In stepped twa policemen, and they said, "Now what's up here?" And I did hurly-burly on Mrs. Belle's lobby flare. Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-dicky-doo-dumm-dee. Oh, I lay there a-dreamin' wi' my arms round Jemima Ross, but I woke up to find myself in the middle of the beef can close. Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-dicky-doo-dumm-dee. When I got up for the beef can close, I jumped into a car. I asked the conductor to punch my ticket, but he gave me a punch on the jaw. Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-dicky-doo-dumm-dee. So it's back to Blair Gowrie, they mirror this for me, for the justical lane of the bloomin' laddies round about Dundee. Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-doo-dumm-dee, Ricky-dicky-doo-dumm-dee.
The gloamin' winds are blowin' soft around my lonely stable loft, amid the skylicht's dusky red. The sunbeams glisten round my bed. Farewell, my horse, my bonny pair, I'll yoke and louse wi' you nae mair. Farewell, my plough, wi' you this hand, will turn our nae mair fresh land. Me 'tis but a week the morn since I was weel and hairst and corn, as full o' health and strength and fun as ony man among the throng. Farewell, my horse, my bonny pair, I'll yoke and louse wi' you nae mair. Farewell, my plough, wi' you this hand, will turn our nae mair fresh land. But something in my breast get wrong, a vessel burst, the blood it sprang, and as the sun sets in the skies, they'll lay me down nae mair to rise. Farewell, my horse, my bonny pair, I'll yoke and louse wi' you nae mair. Farewell, my plough, wi' you this hand, will turn our nae mair fresh land. Farewell, my friends, my comrades dear, my voice ye shall nae longer hear. Farewell to yonder setting sun, my time has come and I man gang. Farewell, my horse, my bonny pair, I'll yoke and louse wi' you nae mair. Farewell, my plough, wi' you this hand, will turn our nae mair fresh land. I've served my master weel and true, my wielding work he'll never rue, and yet for boys I mecht hae striven to reach the pearly gates o' heaven. Farewell, my horse, my bonny pair, I'll yoke and
Farewell, my plough, with you this hand will turn our name a fresh land. 'Tis well my Maker kens my name, will he give me a welcome hame, as I should help in need afford. Receive me in thy mercy, Lord. Farewell, my horse, my bonny pair, I'll yoke and louse wi' you nae mair. Farewell, my plough, wi' you this hand will turn our nae mair fresh land.
Here's one of my favourites, a song which used to be a favourite party piece at the children's parties I used to go to. My daughter Susie is going to join in the choruses. Maggie Cockabendie.
She's my periwinkle, my chilly and my jam, my fairy, my canary, my bonny wee bit lamb. She's my wee bit bunch of surix, my laughing cockatoo, and I am Maggie Cockabendie's cock-a-doodle-doo. Oh, Maggie Cockabendie is the lass that I admire. Her look so fair, her curly hair, they set my heart on fire. Oh, Maggie takes the biscuit and Maggie takes the bun. Oh, maybe I'll give her a beardy on the stair, just for fun. She's my periwinkle, my chilly and my jam, my fairy, my canary, my bonny wee bit lamb. She's my wee bit bunch of surix, my laughing cockatoo, and I am Maggie Cockabendie's cock-a-doodle-doo. Oh, Maggie Cockabendie is the apple o' my een, her goothy wise, her kindly eyes, the best you've ever seen. Oh, Maggie takes the cookie and Maggie takes the cake. She's the only girl I want to see in the morning when I wake. She's my periwinkle, my chilly and my jam, my fairy, my canary, my bonny wee bit lamb. She's my wee bit bunch of surix, my laughing cockatoo, and I am Maggie Cockabendie's cock-a-doodle-doo. Oh, Maggie Cockabendie is the last to be my wife, to warm my slippers, wash my nippers, set me recht for life. For Maggie kens the recht why, to suck my porridge oats. I'll never saw my wildings, I'm burning all my boats. She's my periwinkle, my chilly and my jam, my fairy, my canary, my bonny wee bit lamb. She's my wee bit bunch of surix, my laughing cockatoo, and I am Maggie Cockabendie's cock-a-doodle-doo. In you, dear parish, I was born, a child of youth to Methlick came, and should ye nae believe my story, the session clerk will say the same. Linton-addy, Turin-addy, Linton-addy, Turin-a, Linton-lurin, Turin-lurin, the Barnyards at Ilgety. I get out to Tara market 40 fee. I fell in wi' a wealthy farmer, the Barnyards at Ilgety. Linton-addy, Turin-addy, Linton-addy, Turin-a, Linton-lurin, Turin-lurin, the Barnyards at Ilgety. He promised me the twa best horse that were in a' the country round, but when I got him to the Barnyards, nothing there but skin and bone. Linton-addy, Turin-addy, Linton-addy, Turin-a, Linton-lurin, Turin-lurin, the Barnyards Barnyards at Ilgety. The old grey mare sat on her hunkers, the old din horse lay in the grime. For a' that I could hop and cry, the winter rise at yoking time. Linton-addy, toorin-addy, linton-addy, toorin-ee, linton-lurin, toorin-lurin, the Barnyards at Ilgety. Long make Scotchy Max, my bros, no wits wi' her I can agree. First a knot and sign a mot, and neither t'other jilpo bree. Linton-addy, toorin-addy, linton-addy, toorin-ee, linton-lurin, toorin-lurin, the Barnyards at Ilgety. When I ging till the kirk on Sunday, mony's the bonny lass I see, prim sitting by her father's side, winking o'er the pews in be. Linton-addy, toorin-addy, linton-addy, toorin-ee, linton-lurin, toorin-lurin, the Barnyards at Ilgety. Now some can drink and they get drunk, some can fecht and they be slain, but I can lie wi' another man's lass, and I be welcome to my inn. Linton-addy, toorin-addy, linton-addy, toorin-ee, linton-lurin, toorin-lurin, the Barnyards at Ilgety. The Connell it is new brunt out, the snotters fairly on the wane. Say fare ye will, ye Barnyards, ye'll never catch me here again. Linton-addy, toorin-addy, linton-addy, toorin-ee, linton-lurin, toorin-lurin, the Barnyards at Ilgety.
I've only been farming for a few years, and I've made an awful lot of mistakes. And I sometimes feel as though the next song was specially written for me. The Muckin of Geordie's Byre.
At a little craft at the side of the hill, round the brae-faced brought his mill, trying all his life the time to kill of Geordie McIntyre. Now he had a wife as swear as himself, and a daughter as black as all Nick himself. They had some fun, had a war, the smell at the Muckin of Geordie's Byre. The grape was tinted, the bizzim was dean, the barret with the row, it's lean and sick, and a sort of I've never was seen as the Muckin of Geordie's Byre. The doctor she would stray and neep, the old wife started to swipe the grape, when Geordie fell slight on a rotten neep at the Muckin of Geordie's Byre. Oh, doon the byre come Geordie Sue, and she stood up a hen the coo. The coo kick-a-doot, and oh what a stew at the Muckin of Geordie's Byre. The grape was tint and the bizzim was dean, and the barret went narrow, it's lean and sick, and a sort of that never was seen as the Muckin of Geordie's Byre. The old wife she was booing doon, the Sioux got kicked on the croon, and it stuck its head up the wifey's goon and bent through Geordie's Byre. The doctor come through the calf-house door, and seeing her mother let out a roar, to the midden she ran and fell over the boar at the Muckin of Geordie's Byre. The grape was tint and the bizzim was dean, and the barret went narrow, it's lean and sick, and a sort of that never was seen as the Muckin of Geordie's Byre. The boar he loup at the maiden dyke, and o'er the rigs wi' Geordie's dyke, and they both fell into the Pumby's pike at the Muckin of Geordie's Byre. The cocks and hens began to craw as Bessie astride the Sioux they saw. The postie shelty ran off of the Muckin of Geordie's Byre. The grape was tint and the bizzim was dean, and the barret went narrow, it's lean and sick, and a sort of that never was seen as the Muckin of Geordie's Byre. 100 years hae passed or mair, o Sprots woods the hill is bare. The crafts o was or they'll see nae mair o the Muckin of Geordie's Byre. His folks are deedle a war lang syne, so in case his memory you should tyne, just hold this tune to keep ye in mind, the Muckin of Geordie's Byre, where the grape was tint and the bizzim was dean, and the barret went narrow, it's lean, sick and a sort of that never was seen as the Muckin of Geordie's Byre.